So, welcome back to Empire of Dragons. We're kicking up where we left off, where the group is discussing whether or not what to do about the chief kobold in their current predicament. Um, However, on the other end of things, Desi, you wake up in the carriage after being asleep after napping for a while. You're like, huh? And you look around and you realize you're in the middle of an orc stronghold.
Oh, I'm with my peoples.
Mm-hmm.
And it appears that you've been moved. The carriage has been moved, as it were, and you're sitting like what appears to be like right next to this ledge on one side, and the other side is like you're on a stone bridge that leads towards like this giant mound of stone and dirt. And they look
Okay.
like and they look like they're kobolds outside of it.
Okay. Do I know anybody
Um,
in there?
so you peek out, and one of the kobolds seems to take notice of you and says, "Ow! Wait, were you with the guys who came in here?"
Yes.
Ah, they're inside.
Oh, okay. Thank you, tiny person.
The kobold seems to like narrow his eyes at you and says, and then they open the gate and say, "Get in there!"
Trash is a kobold now?
Haha.
Might as well.
So you get led into the kobold stronghold, and you make your way into this small tunnel, as it were, since you're this giant buff orc. It's like, and you're able to make your way through, and then you see a group of friends who seem to be talking amongst themselves, wondering, like all of them looking stressed as hell. And Salsu, who's bandaged up. We haven't seen her in a while.
So all of this happened, and you guys let me sleep? Unacceptable. I mean, I appreciate the extra rest, but what is going on here?
You cut out for most of that on my end. Did everyone else hear that?
I did. Did I cut out?
No, you didn't cut out.
Oh, well, it cut out for me. What did she say?
Oh, I said I appreciate the extra rest, but what is going on here?
Well,
We fucked up. We fucked up real bad, Daniel just straight out says.
yeah. But we got Sal Soup.
How much trouble are we in here?
So, Daniel kind of just scratches his head and says, "We may have stolen Salsu from the dragon's lair.
And
We may have made a deal with old man Kobold over there." He points far behind you guys where this small red Kobold Chief is just sitting, tending a fire. We might have promised him that we let the dragon kill him.
I'm sorry, what?
So the dragon would leave peacefully in exchange for killing him.
The dragon kills him.
In revenge for his mother's death. Yeah.
Basically.
Okay. Alrighty. Why are you guys stressed?
Well, and Porzak speaks up. Well, we might have found out that the Chief Kobold has some connection to a magic tether, and if he dies, then that tether gets disrupted for a little while, and bad magical stuff could happen as a result. So we're debating whether or not we should let him die now, or whether we should just hold it off for a couple of days or weeks.
Or longer.
Yeah.
Okay, I see the predicament.
But you guys made a deal with him. Sasuke seems to butt in case you guys forgot that. And imagine and think about it like this: if he thinks that we're holding out on him, he might just go try to find it himself, and that might not end well for anybody.
How much energy do you think it would take to hold back the tiny kobold? No offense, crossing. Like, we could probably just keep him here, one of us at least, while we go and just fight the dragon ourselves or something. Is that a bad idea? I don't know if that's a bad idea.
I mean, we could keep him here.
Late reaction.
Yes, what are you asking?
What I said was, how much effort or energy would it take for us to keep the elderly kobold man here away from the dragon?
Are we counting in all of his followers too, or?
Oh, you're right.
You're right.
It's like forgets the fact they're in the middle of a giant kobold colony.
Okay, we extract him from here, bring him to a separate location, and keep him in a little for his own good. No, this is out of character.
That saved you from a roll.
I was about to say.
Oh boy.
Okay. Bring me back up to seed for a moment. I had left for like 2 minutes to get something.
Okay. We're just still trying to figure out what to do about the kobold dude trying to go and get killed.
And then suddenly you all hear a doo doo echo through the tunnels.
Damn, that hornblower shit.
And you hear that it's coming from outside the kobold cave, and suddenly the elder speaks up and he says, "The stronghold horn." And suddenly a bunch of kobolds, you notice like this group of kobolds rush up to his side. One of them appears to be a sorcerer, another a warrior, another a shield guard, and all of them seem to walk towards the entrance. Basically, surprisingly, they shove all of you out the way, especially the two kobolds in the front, and head up the tunnel.
Oh, follow him too.
Are you following, Zoya?
Yeah.
Still working on work, but might as well.
So you guys follow these kobolds out of the cave. You head up, and suddenly you notice Orc. You notice that they're all gathering underneath the two statues of Garrix and Grumsh, which for reference, Desi, Grumsh is the main god of the orcs, and Garrix the dragon god of destruction.
Alright.
Oh god.
And you notice the four fiery Actually, let me see if I can get a perfect picture of them. I can get a picture of what they look like. So yeah, imagine these four dragons just sitting up on the statues above you, looking down at all of you.
Ooh.
The statue?
No, yeah, they're standing on top of the statues, and those dragons look like that, and they're all just staring down at the horde of orcs, kobolds, and what appear to be Aarakocra as well.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Umatsui,
Wait a minute. Out of character. Did we level up?
No.
What
We're
level?
level 7 still, right?
7? Okay. Alright, cool. Keep going.
Alright. So yeah, you guys head out there. and the chief kobold seems to head towards the center. You guys, and I need you guys to roll me a strength check to see if you guys can push yourself towards the front to see what's going on.
Okay.
What'd you roll? What'd you roll? Alright.
The strength check.
Mm-hmm.
It's a critical fail!
So, hey, you and Crescent both failed. Nice.
Oh
Crit fail squad, here we are.
21.
21. Alright, so Desi, Zoya, Saosu, and Daniel were able to push their ways up front. And Saosu and Daniel kind of notice you two getting left behind. And Daniel grabs Desilo and Crescent, and Saosu just grabs Crescent by the scruff of his collar, and and you guys get pulled up to the front too.
no! Wow! Jeez!
Well, not you, Desilo. Daniel just grabs you by the arm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was Crescent that got grabbed by his collar by Saosu.
You poke fun of me because I'm tiny?
Yes.
Tiny!
Anyway, so you guys are up at the front, and that's when you notice Chief Redcap, who seems to be standing up there with his guards protecting him. You notice Zagish, the war chief of the stronghold, seems to walk up as well, looking proud and strong with the sun, this giant demon orc right behind him.
No.
You also notice this sickly orc seem to walk up. And I need all of you to roll me a con save
Oh,
because of
God.
how disgusting he looks.
I hate fucking dice.
And that's why you bring more than one dice.
That's the second crit fail.
Oh, shit! 14.
Okay.
23.
Okay.
Damn, Cookie doing good tonight.
Yeah, I know, right? So, yeah, my boy, what's your con save looking like?
Who, me?
No, Zoya.
The lady.
Who's been sick?
On. Give Adobe a moment. I'm currently booting up my character sheet.
Imagine that without the arrow wounds in it. With cleric robes on top of him.
I got a +5 on the con save.
9 plus 5? 14?
Oh, you want me to?
Con save. What'd you roll? Nat 20? Nat 1? What?
22.
Okay, just let me check my roll real quick. Okay, so Desilo and Crescent, both of you throw up at the look of the pus-filled, sickly-looking clerical orc. Daniel joins you, while Saosu just goes, meh.
Zoya will look over at Daniel and like, really, boy? You're gonna see much worse. Trust me.
And then you see finally this orc with this triangular mark carved in on his forehead seems to come up. He looks less like a powerful, strong orc and more like the intelligent type of orc, as he seems smarter than his brother when as he looks amongst all of them. And he seems to look at all of you and says, he seems to look at the war chief and he asks, "And what exactly do we owe the pleasure today, Zagish?" And then the chief seems to motion, and you see this mound of bodies. Like, no, these bodies get dragged into the center by these orcs. and they look like they've been torn apart by a dragon. And the sickly orc seems to look at all of them, and he says, "These look like dragon injuries." Are you saying these men might have come into contact with the dragon? That is exactly what I'm showing here, which means that our hunt our search for the beast is nearly done. And you hear that there starts to be commotion amongst all the people in the crowd. A lot of them seem excited. And Jesse, can you roll me a history check?
Yeah.
All right.
You.
You remember that your parents used to tell you stories about the fact that when a great beast was found and that threatened the stronghold enough, basically the entire stronghold would go to war with this one creature just to make sure it was killed.
Oh.
And that's what this general commotion in the crowd is giving off to you, the vibe anyway.
I do not like this.
And from some strangers and our stronghold seem to told us, and then Daniel kind of face palms. He says, "Ah, shit! It seems that it's the long extinct wind dragons, which means there'll be a fight to remember." And you hear the entire stronghold just kind of cheer in response to that. Well, even the Kobold Chiefs, even the Kobolds seem to be cheering, minus the Chief who just stands there solemnly looking around. And then he looks towards the sickly orc and he says, "Jingro, you'll speak with the dead and see where the last place where they saw this dragon, understood?" "Understood, sir." And what's his name? And Geshgar, my old friend. And then he pats the orc with the triangle carved into his forehead on the shoulder. "You will make us a grand strategy to fell this beast." I can do that, as long as your men can keep out of my way for the time being. And it's decided. Soon, the great stronghold shall go on a great expedition to hunt down this dragon and bring back its bones to feast in front of the great god Grumsh. "As say the chief!" And you hear everyone just shout in response, "So says the chief! Ah! Wag!"
Wow.
And there's this great resounding shout that thunders and shakes the very ground beneath you, as all the orcs and kobolds seem to cheer. And that's when the one thought just enters all of your minds at the same time. Fuck!
Hold on. Never mind. Damn it.
Yeah, you're fine, Roxy. But yeah.
I'm wiping the sick from my mouth, and all the jiggling is just like, ugh.
But yeah, so you see all these grand leaders talking to each other, and you see the chief seem to like hobble up and seem to talk to them as well, while the crowd starts to disperse. And Daniel kind of rubs the back of his neck and says, "So, what do we do now?"
Oh man, I guess we gotta fight them.
But we fight who?
Wait a minute. Is this the dragon? Hold up, out of character. Is this the same dragon?
Yes, this is
from before?
this is the wind dragon who attacked you guys, nearly killed some of you, and stole Sal's suit.
Yeah, the one we fought in the rain.
The one that you guys found out was seeking vengeance for something.
Okay. Oh, alright.
Yeah.
We still didn't really figure out a plan. This is gonna go wrong.
Was it in character or out of character?
Out of character.
Alright. Maybe we could stall them? Daniel seems to suggest. Stall an entire stronghold. Sasha seems to look at him strangely. It's an idea.
Wait, hold on. Let me look at something. Do I
It
have...
could work.
Do I have... No, I
Stalling
don't.
isn't gonna last that long though.
I was about to say, if I had major illusion... Ooh, I don't have major illusion. I don't.
What would you have done with it?
Make them chase after a dragon that's not really there. And lead them away from the other one so we can get the kobold guy out of here.
Well,
The kobold dragon.
we're gonna make a recommendation.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We'll have to get the Kobold Chief to quietly abdicate his position, and then make Cain towards the Wind Dragon's lair. Because now the whole damn everyone and their brother is gonna be going after it now. Even more so now.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even convince it to abandon its lair for the time being.
We could do that.
We have the I remember faintly that we got in the magic carpet much earlier.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Kozark seems to snap, and he walks over to the caravan. He pulls out a carpet. He brings it back. He's like, "Oh yeah, it's this." Pulls out the magic carpet, which. Give me a sec. Guys, if you stare at me like that, you're not gonna keep the fucking carpet.
You can leave.
Hmm?
You can leave so I could stare at you from the window.
Give me a sec.
Potentially we can use the magic carpet to expedite our travel out.
Yep. To just be clear, your carpet is.
Could, because I can't remember how many people get on it.
Okay, your carpet is a 5x7. It can carry 600 pounds and has a fly speed of 40 feet. It can carry up to 1,200 pounds, but it will fly as half speed, so 20 feet. So 5x7, that means about. Actually, that's not that much.
Well, I weigh...
Actually, no, that's 35. So all 7 of you can keep. All 6 of you can. All of you can fit on there.
With our gear and
It's gonna be
equipment.
slow.
Do you got what you guys combine weight?
I'm 180.
Keep in mind your equipment too.
Oh shit, wait. What's my encumbered weight? Fucking...
I'm a small boy, I could fit on that. Damn, you're
Okay,
right.
so that's like... 250?
How much gear are you carrying on you?
Oh, you don't even mind.
Oh yeah, that's right. Wait, that's right. Desi, you're an extra 1d4 times 10. You have an extra 1d4 times 10. So you weigh an extra 30 pounds. Thanks
Yeah.
to you. Yeah.
Close to like 400 pounds altogether.
Oh my god!
I think just dump my stuff.
So 250. You're already past the 650 limit.
I'm sure now my fucking weight matters. With
Why
the fucking
not
Real pizza roll hours.
real.
with the old kobold when he dies, his
Wait.
little magic thingy, does that affect the area where he dies, or is it like
No, it's more like
all
it affects this magical tether that you can't really see. What it does
Which
is
one did you?
it's going to transfer to his successor. But unfortunately, it takes a while for the magic to kick in fully. So as a result, there's a time period where
Yep.
the tether doesn't do its job.
So when the old dude
I'm gonna
dies,
drop that back in there.
the tether can just go to a successor, is what you're saying.
Yes, but it takes a while, and that gap is what you guys are worried about.
Plus, you don't know who's. Do we know who the successor is or not?
Nobody has one. You don't know who it is.
Okay. Let me take that
Could
chance. Let
we
me stop.
use magic to maybe speed it along? Possibly.
Do any of you have any idea how ancient magic works?
No.
Don't look at me.
I mean, you can roll Arcana for it.
Okay.
Also, 383 is my total weight. Zoya's total weight.
Yeah, that's not gonna carry all of us.
Yeah, already, just with the three of you, minus Krasen, it's up to 1,033 pounds.
Yeah,
So keep in mind, though, that can be, we can have the parties kind of split up a little bit. Some of us stay on horseback, others ride the carpet.
You guys
That's
have
13 on Arcana.
that. Unfortunately, does you have? Okay, let me do with Decima over here. You are a wild magic sorcerer who grew up poor and a slave. You have no clue. You don't even know the depth of how much magic could actually work here.
How about a 22?
Unfortunately, even with a 22, you're kind of scratching your head like, I've dealt with like enemy magic, but like this is beyond me.
This is beyond science.
Bullshit. Okay.
Aliens.
And that's when, do you mind if I cut in? And that's when you hear a voice kind of ringing in your head, Desi.
Oh yeah, I forgot my sword talks.
Would you mind if I talk to the party?
Go ahead.
Hello everyone? You hear this orc voice in your head?
Oh gosh.
Why are you in my hat?
He's a good guy.
Apologies about this. I'd just like to be clear. You're talking about a magical tether here, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Just to be clear, this wouldn't have to be a tether that has a connection to the nine hells and the abyss, would it? Please tell me it's not.
I don't know.
Amen to that.
It?
Forzak kind of rubs the back of his neck and looks away. Yeah.
What?
Oh, sweet gods.
What? Hold on. What?
Oh, sweet gods.
Oh, dicks.
What? Wait. What happened?
Dicks.
So, I might have an idea of what this is. And I can tell you right now,
Please do.
no matter what you do with this tether, this is going to end up badly if he dies. And he's motioning towards the chief. Or he's mentally motioning towards the chief. You feel all of your eyes just avert towards him.
Is it really worth protecting the dragon anymore? Out of character.
Oh, we can. Okay. This is both in and out of character. This statement. So this is open up on both ends. We could very easily just sod out of town right now and get out of here.
Would leave the entire town to its thing?
There's enough orcs here that they could potentially face down the Wind Dragon all by itself. We can't exactly hold up our end of the bargain without threatening the whole of Lalus.
Well, and,
I mean,
I hate this too.
no, he's actually thinking about these like wind dragon. Oh, God, why is it a wind dragon?
but like,
Of all the dragons, I could deal with that, but why wind?
if we do leave, then that means the chief could just very easily go out there and get killed by the dragon.
Touche.
Like, otherwise I wouldn't mind leaving the orcs to kill the dragon by themselves, but we need to somehow stall the chief from getting to him.
Keep in mind, you also need to get a shipment of a dragon steel.
Oh, right, that was the quest, wasn't it?
That was part of
Yeah.
it. That was part of it.
And were there carts of dragon steel within the lair?
Huh?
Were there carts of dragon steel within the lair?
I think there was. Shit.
That's what.
Well, if anything-
So we have two options. You have two options here for the dragon steel. Either A, you can ask the kobolds to mine you some more, or B, you can try and steal it from the dragon lair. Keep in mind the current way the camp is, they're going to be pretty busy already. So you could ask them and try to convince them, but that requires.
Convince who?
For protection for their leader.
We're asking who? The orcs?
No, the Kobold Chief, because the kobolds are the ones who mine dragon steel.
Out of
Yeah,
character, we could
what?
ask them to mine the stuff in exchange for us protecting their chief.
True.
True. Which in a way would buy time for the Kobold Chief to do his thing. Or do whatever.
Well, I mean, we'd be watching him the entire time. I don't think he can teleport away or anything, right? He's not like... Or can he? I don't know.
From what you've been able to tell, he doesn't seem like he doesn't look like a wizard.
Okay.
So,
So are we leaving or
That's the first thing. Are you guys leaving or staying?
I want to stay.
low key Desi's like, no, I have to stay.
Low
It would
key
be
want
wrong
to
to leave
stay.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need
Yeah.
to stay.
Second question. Are you going to save the chief, the dragon, or save both?
Say what?
Save the chief!
You can save both if you manage to talk the dragon down.
at the
I mean,
same
I'd
time,
like to save both of them, but like...
Keep in mind, you're down to two people who have the charisma to do so.
Me and who?
Very-
That's
also
right.
consider people who can speak Draconic.
Ooh, shit, that's right. Who can speak Draconic here?
No.
Jindas and...
Krasen?
Krasen.
Okay, that's two. I was about to say, if we lost our entire Draconic speaking portion of the group, I was about to die.
Did Rupert
But
speak
Can you
Draconic?
imagine that?
I mean, I think Daniel can speak Draconic too.
Yeah,
Oh.
he should be.
Yeah, because Daniel can because he's a member of the Draconic Pantheon.
Ooh.
Keep in mind, I meant party-wise, not NPC-wise.
Yeah.
We can say both. It's possible.
Yeah.
Well, then there might be a splitting of the party scenario.
How much you take the chief with you?
So that's what I'm saying. We just take him with us.
And we can do that right now.
Okay.
Because right now the orcs would be speaking from a kind of experience from pseudo monster hunting. And by the sound of the way they're talking, they're wanting to plan this out as much as possible. Because potentially if they all just clump up and bum rush it, the dragon could easily wipe the floor with them. Yeah. As soon as the Kobold Chief is free, we're gonna have to kidnap him.
Yeah.
We could like protect him with quotation marks.
Like we can write it off as being noble as opposed to being malicious.
when the good party members are trying to make kidnapping seem like a good thing.
We're
mean,
doing
yeah.
the right thing here. We're
It's
kidnapping.
It's like we're taking him to the nursing home. And
The biggest F in existence.
like he's convinced it's a bad thing, but we're trying to convince him it's a good thing.
Well,
No.
okay. In a way, we're expediting the process here, so yeah, as soon as we're free, we're gonna have to nab him and we're gonna have to nab him / convince him to come along with us.
We gotta yoink him.
I mean, he would come along with us regardless. He's going there to die.
So wait, are we taking
We're trying to
him
save
we're
both of
going
them,
to the
remember?
dragon?
Yes, but we could just tell him along the way when you know, not protected by thousands of kobolds.
Wait, where are we going if we take him?
Taking him to the dragon lair, most likely.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
And potentially also gain the dragon steal from there, or a portion of it.
Yeah.
If we can get the dragon to talk into that.
Okay, yeah, that works.
Okay, so you decided what you're gonna do?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So you're gonna try and completely non-lethal. As Carl would say, completely non-lethal this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Ezreal Dreamer approach.
Okay.
Who's
Alright.
the chief?
So the chief is still talking to the rest of them. He seems to be talking to the chief. Chief Sagish, I don't think that it'd be best for us to go after this dragon. After all, we made a pact with Tiamat after all, and disgracing that, I do not disgrace this pact when I defend my people from something that would threaten them. You do best to remember that, Kobold. And the orc seems to like tower over the old man as he looks up at him. We will find this dragon, we will hunt him down, and we will eat him and burn his bones in honor of both Garrix and Garrix. Grumsh and Garrix. Do I make myself clear? He looks up at him. Crystal.
Motherfucking crystal clear.
And the orc seems to say, "That's what I thought." And he seems to march away. And the orc demon, the son of the chief, seems to look down at the kobold. You do well to remember who holds the power here, old man. And for some reason, you didn't seem to think that it's you all. Seems as he starts walking away.
This is out of character, but I want to punch this orc who talked down my nice old man so bad.
Oh, you can go ahead and punch the chief if you want. No guarantee you're gonna make it out alive.
I'm not gonna, cause like I don't want to step on any toes or anything. But like, at the same time, I want to punch him.
Punch this guy!
Don't fucking talk to my precious Chief Kobold like that.
Okay, so we gotta get this old dude out of here.
Alright, so he's walking away right now. Everyone, you notice that the other kobolds seem to be talking to him like, and sir, what would you like us to do about? Leave me to my thoughts. Go back to the Great Mound. But sir, I said go. Yeah. They seem to talking about themselves as they slowly walk away.
Who has a high persuasion?
Let me see. I'm pretty sure
I have.
I have +5 persuasion.
Okay, just a little. You gotta persuade this dude to come with us.
Yeah. I.e. to come with us, but not, like, get killed.
Low-key.
Is that what we're
Yeah.
trying to say to him?
Yes.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me just spit out my gum. I don't know. Okay, alright. I'm gonna say what I can first, and then I'll roll. Hopefully that'll give me good luck. Decelo, I am going to walk up to the chief and get at his eye level, because that's a thing I like to do. It's about respect. Get at his eye level by leaning down. What's the chief's name?
Redcap.
Chief Redcap.
Dudes will look over at you. Ah, you're the tiefling who was with your group.
Yes.
What exactly is it that you want?
I need you to come with us to the dragon's lair, but not to die.
He seems to narrow his eyes at you with that.
It's very important that we keep you alive. I'm not entirely sure I should say why, but
I have a feeling I know why. What does it matter to you? He seems to jab you in the chest with his cane.
Zoya will step over when he starts to doubt the whole "you can't die" statement.
Oof. You go ahead.
Sorry, Dusty. Zoya will step over and put a hand on Dusty's shoulder.
Yes, hello? Yeah.
Yes, hello, sorry. Chief Redcap. I am not intelligent, but based on our druid and our own information, our own thinking. To put it shortly, you are tied into a web of magic that protects Lawless from the 9 hells. As a safety net, so to speak. One that holds back potentially a horde of devils and their kin from charging into this land. A safety net, not too far akin to ones that you might use in your mind to prevent landslides and the like in your quarries. If one rope were to tear or one link was gone, the whole net fails. You are one of these knots.
So, unaware of how important I am. I know this. But trust me when I say that no one.
I can't hear you through your mic.
Yeah, we can.
Do you think me so unintelligent and old that I do not know this? Do you think that I'm not aware of how important I am in the grand scheme of things? I know this, and that is why I've chosen to go in this manner. Because at the end of the day, no one can truly try to mess with that weave, as you call it, no one even remembers what it truly is, except for those of us who have been chosen to carry on that burden.
And I do not doubt your intelligence or your awareness of the larger world. But what I'm saying, you legitimately cannot die. And it will be our goal to get you back here safely. I understand the measure of honor that you wish to maintain. And that is commendable. But if you suddenly run off and try to get yourself killed, well, I make no promises of you being stuffed into a sack and hog-tied inside of it.
What would somebody enter with advantage?
Motherfucker!
Did you roll 2 low numbers?
No, I got a 10 maximum. I do not have proficiency in intimidation. I'm not that type of barbarian. I'm sorry.
Wait. Your
That's a 13 total. Because he's a draconic, whatever. Yeah, I think it was proficiency.
All right.
I think we'll recheck that a little bit later.
Yeah. He seems to stare up at you. You do not scare me, young one, but I will take what you've said to heart. Now, I assume you're telling me this because you plan on taking me somewhere.
Yes.
Where?
Sorry, Roxy, what's your character's name again?
Decilo.
Decilo? Where are we taking Redcap?
Dragon Lair.
Oh, the Dragon's Lair. Right?
He seems to perk up at that. What are we standing here for?
Oh man, okay.
Not to die, though.
What are we waiting for then?
We don't want you to die.
Wait, hold on. Wait. I know the thing. Let's go for this.
What are you about to send, Roxy?
Hold on. It'll be very important once you realize the context.
God.
Ugh, damn it, go away, advertisement! Go away! Go away! Okay.
Over, Jesse, your sword seems to talk to you during this time. He says, "Oh my gosh."
What? What's wrong?
What Roxy said. Anyway, your sword seems to say, I knew the elder predecessor of this man far back. Was just as fiery as him, though he was bigger, so far bigger.
What you cut out? What?
He says, I knew the far back predecessor of this man. He was just as fiery, though far bigger and draconic.
Huh.
I wasn't far from the tree, it seems.
Interesting.
So, alright, so with that, are you guys gonna bring him to the Dragon's Lair?
Yeah.
Alright. So, my question for you now is, how are you gonna get him out of the city without no one noticing?
I think I might have a spiel. Hold on.
Can it be used on someone other than their self, is the question.
Oh wait, alter self probably not. Wait,
because remember the spell is called...
polymorph?
Wait, do you have the spell slot? Keep in mind, you already cast it once.
Wait, let me... Where are you going up? Hold on.
No.
Damn it. Okay, it's not moving. Yep, I have it. I have the fourth. Yep.
Alright. Yeah, because none of you have taken a long rest yet. Anyway. Alright. So, are you going to cast Polymorph on this kobold?
Yes.
Real quick.
Oh wait.
Let's get out of sight. And get out of sight before we do that, because we don't want to know what he's... if anyone else sees him get polymorphed, the caper's blown.
You guys drag him into a nearby alley, and we'll behind a rock somewhere.
Yeah.
It's an orc stronghold. There's probably rock everywhere. It's what's left of a dwarven stronghold too. Anyway, so you cast polymorph on him?
Yeah, and I'm gonna turn him into an orc, so it's not sus.
Okay, he failed his wisdom save. Yep. You turn him into a orc.
Yep, and it lasts for... how long?
An hour?
Okay, well that's enough time to get
I
out.
think, anyway. Let me check to make sure.
Didn't show it on here. Duration. Oh yeah, an hour.
Alright.
Concentration.
Alright, so you're gonna be concentrating on that. This feels strange. Oh, what is my voice? How do you orcs talk like this? Hey! You hear Ilver's Bane seems to ring in all of your heads. I take offense to that.
It's not that bad. Once you get used to it.
But at least you call her for the next hour.
He looks down. Noted. So all you guys leave the stronghold. So with that,
It's good, Perry.
so you guys remember the way for the most part. But
Unfortunately, what? What you about to say?
Okay, hold up. Gotta reroll because that doesn't exist. Gotta reroll again because that doesn't exist. There we go. Okay. It's about 2 hours into your journey. You guys are traveling along through the mountains, and you hear it. And you guys hear and then where's the highest passive perception actually?
Oh yeah, 11.
Actually, wait. I would actually have that open. Sorry. Wait. Hold up. I got it. I keep forgetting I have a tracker sheet of you guys' perception.
I have a tweel.
Right. Where is? There it is. Right. Where is that? There you are. Yep. Okay. You guys hear in the distance, this thud in the distance.
I turn toward
Who's that?
So you get and that's when you guys start hearing a in the distance. And Zoe, you start getting a whiff of. Is that? It smells like dragon. Hold up. Is that? Hold up. Is that? Is that a lion? Is that a goat? What the? And out of nowhere, these two chimeras seem to leap out the forest on either side of you. Basically, surround you both. Roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Should have seen that one coming. Oh, dude.
Oh, 22, boys.
Right, nice.
Six.
Dick.
All right, keep in mind, group initiative is no longer a thing. You guys are all rolling your own.
24.
Alright, you guys know what to do. Go over to roll 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, please make sure to write those down for me.
Nit. Nit. Aha. There we go.
Alright, roll initiative for these boys. That's an 11. That's a 7, alright.
Wait, Perry, you've played Starfinder before, right?
Hmm?
You've played Star.
Alright, so 25 to 20?
I'll just.
So Zoya. Actually, no, wait. It's not Suin then. She rolled a 21. Okay. Actually, no, wait. Might have gotten higher than that. Yep, okay, she got a 24. Alright, 20 to 15. What'd you get, Car?
Higher than 20.
What'd you get?
26. Not 20 plus whatever my dex modifier.
It would have to be a max of +5, I think, so 25, so you go first.
I would dab, but I would drop my computer.
Alright, then Chimera 1. Actually, no, wait, Daniel. Of course. Alright, there's your initiative order.
Oh, I'm dead last.
Sorry.
It's not your fault. It's my roll.
Just gonna keep these guys on reserve for the most part. Come here.
I just got a pack of big old punch.
Alright. That does count in this. Wait. Actually, no proficiency? Okay.
Sorry, I thought for a second. Damn. Because you want to give me proficiency. Yeah. Sounds.
Alright. Alright, let's get some music up in here. Some good music that's not orc music.
No orc music allowed.
Let's see if I can find something.
Wait, bro, am I muted?
No, you
No.
are.
Oh, rip.
For once, you're not muted.
Shocking.
Shocking.
Alright. Here are your last one. He's gonna roll 20.
Oh,
But also, saying that is now. Krasen, it is your turn. And for your weather today. Oh, wait. And move it to there. That'd be
Okay,
smart.
weatherman. Oh shoot, there's a thing now. There's also a kobold there.
Yeah.
Oh! My dumbass. That's Red Cat. My dumbass thought that was me. I was like, what? Why did my token change? No, the smaller, stupider one. Boy. Good.
Alright. So, Krasen, what are you gonna do?
Oh, where's Seth Sue?
No, I thought I copied and pasted her. Yeah, whatever.
These are large creatures, right?
Yep. Keep in mind, you don't get to hold this.
I don't get the hold.
If you're thinking of what I think you remember, it got changed. It's a one and done.
It's one and done, right? Yeah. Okay. That's what I wanted to try it out like that.
Alright.
If I come across as an asshole, then don't tell me that me buying Pokemon is a shitty thing to do.
Alright. Let me go with that one again. So I roll.
Roll the hit.
20 to hit?
20 to hit. Alright. These boys. Yep, that hits. Alright. Plus your in, which is 5. Plus your prox level, which is 2. You get 9 locks. That is not Unfortunately, that is not maximized. So, roll damage. So I think that's 98 plus 7. Actually, yeah. How many charges do you want? How many locks do you want per each one of them? You have a total of 9.
I think it should still be the same, right?
For both?
Yeah, so
Alright.
that would be maximized.
Hmm.
It's 4 for each, right?
They're large.
Oh, so it's 6. Damn. So I can maximize 1, and then the other one would be
Yep.
3. So 68 for the first one. Dice roller. Oh, that's cute. Still gonna use this one though. $68. So 32 plus hint modifier, right?
Plus 7.
So 39.
Alright.
And 15 plus 7. 23 for the other one.
Alright.
Psychic damage, so plus 2 on each.
Alright. That boy got reduced even further then. What was the second guy's damage? 20.
25 total.
Alright. You hear both of them seem to... You hear all 3 of their heads seem to growl in some way, which is weird because you never thought you'd hear a goat growl, but okay, that's a thing. As they both get hit by these waves of psionic, these waves of psychic energy, and they both seem to growl and huff. Anything else you want to do?
Use a bonus action to get another orb.
Alright. With that, it is now Zoya's turn.
Hell yeah, brother.
Alright. I rage. Real quick, let me note that. Let me note that decrease on my character sheet. I've only used 1 rage. So now 2 rages are spent. Dice. I shouldn't do this, but I gotta move up on the Chimera closest to me. I am going to reckless attack, but they have advantage in return.
Alright, you both have advantage on each other. Alright.
That's until my next turn comes around, so... And let's do this.
Not 20?
You need to come over here.
Alright, let me see this.
You... Oh no! Don't say.
You guys are about to get a picture.
I hate that this is a thing that happens. God damn it.
What?
Fucking... I pressed the wrong decimal.
Oh, click the old one, not the new one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Seriously.
I am sorry. Check chat, everyone.
What's up? Oh god. Hold on. Oh, let me just get in there. Oh. Christ. What was that for?
It was to hit. He had advantage.
Oh no. What does that do now?
No.
No, check the chat.
No, I mean, I know. Yeah, you got 2 nat ones. So what does that mean?
Give me a second here. I have to find my. There we go. Critical fail and success tables.
Oh no!
Roll me a D100, Perry.
I don't want to lose Zoya today. I love her too much.
Oh. Okay. 92.
The attack just fails. So you go to swing. Yeah, 90 to 100 is just fail. 80 to 100 is just failure. So you swing your weapon as hard as you can, and you hear a dong as you hit the dragon. As you hit the dragon side of the chimera, and the blade just stops right in its scale. As its orange eyes just pause and glare right at you.
I just give it the biggest smile, like, hey, funny seeing you here. Yes. Hey, funny seeing you here. Spins right around. Huh? I'm doing reckless attack again?
No, it automatically
What?
is done for your automatically done for your attacks.
Yeah, I'm just making sure you hear that. Nat fucking 20!
Holy fucking
So
shit.
now 1, 2. Not 20. This time you wear back and you do an overhand and slam it down into its head. Roll damage.
Okay, how do we... we're doing damage again, just to make sure.
Okay, so for this, you're gonna roll your damage, which is 1d, which is your great axe plus 1, plus your strength mod plus 1, times all that by 2, add 2d6 on top of that.
Okay. Oh wait a minute, the 1d6 also goes with
Hi.
the weapon, remember?
No, that's because it's the great acts of innocence, right?
Yeah.
In this instance, it doesn't get times 2; it gets added on top of that.
Okay.
Zoya's off the fucking chain.
So, d12 plus 1 plus strength plus rage?
It's plus rage, and then times all that by 2.
Okay.
And then add the 2d6.
You might just want to copy that down into the chat or whatever.
Okay, 4 plus 3 plus 2.
Is that all of your base stuff?
Well, also I have my Divine Fury, which gives the another plus 3.
Add that and times it.
So that's 3, 5, 8, 12, 24.
So that's 48 plus.
No, it was 12 base with everything, so it's up to 24.
Okay, 24.
And then add 4 more radiant damage on top of that to 28.
All right, 28. So you hit it. So when you slam down on top of its head, you give a good gash right into the dragon's head as it gives this yelp as it backs up slightly. As blood starts streaming down down the dragon's head, it seems to growl in fury at you.
Wait. Critical die.
Oh shit.
Wait a minute, wait. No. Oh. I just dreamed that up.
Yeah, I think you're thinking that's an orc.
And also Berserker Path, I'm sorry. I got overzealous there.
Alright, anything else you'd like to do? You have a free action, but... Actually, no. Technically, uncheat the weapon. I guess you're done this turn.
Let me check. Outside
Oh,
of
God.
flipping off the Chimera.
Actually, I forgot to roll for... Okay, yeah.
Wait a minute. What about since I got a crit success?
It doesn't. There's no D100 table for that, unfortunately.
Okay.
It's only you only get D100 success for magic with the homebrew thing you're using.
Okay.
All right. So he has a. That's he got a 14, no 13 rather. All right. All right. So with that, we now move on to Salsu's turn. I believe.
God.
Yep. So you see. All right. So yeah, you see Salsu kind of crack her neck as she rips out her rapier, and she says, "I've been meaning to do this for a while." And you see her demon wings unfurl as she flies straight towards the camera up at the top. She's gonna roll to hit with advantage. All right. So that's a
God, my hands sting.
14. 14. Okay, so she hits. She automatically crits. So she deals. That's 6 plus 3d6. That's 10. That's 13. That's 15. 15 times 2 is 30. All right. She deals 30 piercing damage to the chimera up top, as she seems to stab the goat through its head, killing the goat head in one fell blow. As she rips the rapier out. 15 feet up. And then she's going to bonus action to disengage, and she's going to go right next to Decilo this time, as blood just kind of like, I just see, like, when she did her attack, she did it so fast. She flew up, stabbed the goat in the head, and came back. You're still seeing blood fly through the air of where she just flew from, as she lands right next to you, Decilo.
Oh, man.
With that, it's now Desi's turn.
Hella efficient.
Alright, which one does Salsu attack?
The one up top. This one.
Which one is more injured?
Top one, actually.
I think I'm gonna attack. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Okay, yeah, I can attack with my bastard sword twice.
This is your special one, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so add a +1 to that.
With when I roll to hit or
Both.
the damage?
With both roll to hit and damage. Right. So you bring,
So 21 and 27 to hit.
you bring around the first one. Wham! You hit it dead center in the lion face. Then you bring it right
Wait,
back
how
around.
much damage?
You have to roll for that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just describing it right now.
Oh, okay.
So you bring it down, wham! That's one. And then you bring it back, gripping it with both hands, and you thrust it forward, and you pierce the tip right through the lion's eye. Full damage.
Just the tip.
Okay.
It was only the tip. It was only the tip.
But it still did massive amounts of damage.
I think I'm gonna add Divine Smite to one of them.
Alright.
Oh wait, didn't I get a crit?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
Oh, no, I did. Oh,
Second one.
okay. Okay, so yeah, so I'll use Divine Smite on my first one, and then I got extra. Is it? I got extra 1d10. Or
An extra. Are you swinging it with one hand or two hands?
Oh, two hands.
All right, two hands, extra 1d12.
Okay. Alright, let me go plus 2d8.
Car stop. For a second, I didn't know you were actually doing the lyrics, and you were like, "Oh, you're falling asleep." But it's like, and she's calling a cab. That's a great word.
I forgot. How do I add 2d8? Or is it just plus 2d8?
Plus, okay, your smite, was it a first level spell slot?
Yeah.
Then it's 1d8.
Oh, it's 1d8?
Yeah, it's 2d8 if it was a devil, if it was a fiend. Fiend or undead, I believe.
Oh, okay, so it's 1d8. So how did I do that again?
Okay, so it's gonna be, your normal damage
Yeah.
plus that 1d8 for the first one.
Okay.
And then, so you roll for that, roll that for me real quick. Alright,
Plus 6. Yeah. So plus whatever that is.
plus your strength mod, which I think is a plus 4. Yeah, plus 4 at this point, so that's 10. Alright, that's good. And for the second one, you're gonna do 2d12 plus your strength mod, and then you're gonna times all of that by 2.
Wait, times 2?
Yeah.
Times 2, that's like 28.
Jeez. Alright.
So I did what, 38 damage altogether?
Yep. Hey, you had and you had a plus 1 on top of that, so nice. For each one of those.
Ooh.
So, yep. Alright. Yep. Lionhead is dead for the Chimera, as you seem to pierce deep enough in its head to where it just goes slack, leaving only the dragon and goat head to really function at this point. That was a well-timed blow. You hear your sword say to you.
What happened?
Your sword said that was a well-placed blow.
Thank you. Could I wait? No, I couldn't use that for intimidation, right? Intimidate someone? No. That would have been cool.
Anything else you'd like to do? You still have a bonus action.
No, I think I'm good.
Alright. Alright, with that, next up comes Daniel's turn. As you see Daniel just kind of like grip his necklace, and you see this charge of divine fury seem to radiate through him. And he says, one Desi's fighting or the other one, or the one Zoya's fighting? Yes, out in the open.
What happened? What is it?
He's asking whether you want him to hit the one that Desi's fighting or the one Zoya's fighting.
The one Zoya's fighting. Isn't the one I killed? Isn't the one I hit dead?
It's still up, it's just damaged. The lion head of it is dead.
I thought he died.
No, the lion head's dead. Alright. Desi it is. Alright.
Hey.
15. Alright. He's going to cast Guiding Bolt at 3rd level. And Desi, you see this you see this beam of radiant energy just get thrown right past both of you. It seemed to hit the Chimera right in its goat head. And this one seems stronger than usual as it deals 5, 6, 7. Okay. It deals 4, 8, 11, 15, 21, 27 points of damage. Nearly killing the Chimera as it blows off the goat head, leaving only the dragon head.
Alrighty.
You just hear Celsius make a statement saying, "Since when did he get good at killing things?"
Sometime between when you were gone and... Yeah, while you were gone.
and then you hear, well, I guess I better throw my hat in the ring then, shouldn't I? And it's now Rupert's turn.
Oh boy.
Reginald No, wait.
And then you just see him charge down at the bottom one, where Zoya's at, and you hear this voice radiate out, "Death comes for all," from the sword, and he's gonna roll to hit.
Edgy bitch.
I know, right? That hits. What? That doesn't hit. So the first one hits as he deals... Where's my D12s at? There you are. So that's 6. That's 6 plus... No. Yeah, 6 plus 6, so... 12 damage. Alright. 11 damage. Alright, so you see it, Raven Edge seems to cut along the Chimera, and you see the blood that was in the air vanish as it gets sucked right down into the sword. Yep, basically. And with that, now we're up to Chimera 1's turn. And Chimera 1 is going to look at Desi. And the head is going to growl loudly. It seems to glare at you. And then it's going to roll. And then it's going to attack you 3 times.
Attack me.
So first time, 14. That's a miss. And it's going to use its claw. That's a miss. And finally, Dex save, Desi.
Not cool, man.
20.
Alright. Bless you. 12, 18, 24, 28, 29, 31. You take 15 points of fire damage. As it breathes out fire, but you were able to bring your shield in the way and block most of it, though it does singe your arm.
Okay.
And with that, it's going to be Chimera's 2's turn, as it's now going to attack Zoya 3 times.
Keep in mind, advantage.
I know. Okay, so first time was a 15. Which I think hits.
On nose,
Right.
yeah.
So 15. Second one. That's an unnatural 20, so that hits. Let's check to make sure. 22, so yeah, that hits. So then third one, Dex save.
Can I get advantage on this? Or
I'm pretty sure if it has advantage to hit you, that this cancels out your Dex save advantage. Or is it only for melee attacks?
advantage on Dex. Dex saves against seen, blinded, deaf, and incapacitated.
I know, but I mean the reckless attack thing. Does it only apply to attack rolls, or does it mean attacks in general?
On melee attacks during my turn, but attacks versus me have advantage until next turn. I'm assuming that's melee.
Okay, so then roll Dex save with advantage.
19 on both dice.
All right. Give me a second here. So you take. Oh wait, that's 2d6. Oh wait, no, that's 2d6 total. Okay, hold up. Give me a second here. It's gonna be plus 8, 10, 12. 15. You take 22 points of piercing and slashing damage together. That's before it's halved. So 11.
11.
And then you take 12, 19, 10, 15, 16, 19, 25, 27, 34. 34. You take 17 points of fire damage. What?
Okay, so 11 plus
17.
That's when it's halved?
No, 17 is fire damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was already half. So it's 11 plus
Okay.
17. So 28 damage total.
28, okay.
You're looking at me like that, like, wait, what?
Well, I saw you roll like 20 d8 over there.
I rolled 78, thank you. These are CR6. Anyway.
We can't take you out in public.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, with that, it is now Decilo's turn. Actually, no. Before Chimera 2 ends its turn, it sends out this roar, and you hear roars in the distance as suddenly 2 more Chimeras pop on the battlefield.
Where are they?
Where?
You'll see.
Oh my god.
Why are there so many?
There we go. It's now Decilo's turn.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to... Once a day, I can cast a spell up to 5th level, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Shatter on the top Chimera at the 5th level.
20 feet. Alright. You're casting it centered on the Chimera?
Yeah. So
Alright.
it's like a 10-foot radius, which won't hit Desi.
Alright. Wait, actually, it will.
Wait, hold on.
Because,
Each creature in a 10-foot radius spear center on that point.
yeah, look at where it's centered.
Oh, well... Oh, wait. Ah, shit. Can I yell at Desi to move away? Like as a bonus action?
You could. Desi, move! As you cast,
Desi, back away!
as you cast Shatter. Desi, roll me a con save with advantage.
Okay.
What's the minimum damage for Shatter?
Let me see. It was...
At 5th. Keep in mind at what level.
It's...
20.
Alright.
So that's, that'd be like 68 damage.
Alright, it's dead. Alright, roll damage and half that by 2 for Desi.
Okay. Okay, so Desi takes 14.
Alright, Desi, you take 14 damage as Chimera.
20 total, yeah.
You take 14 damage as Chimera 1 gets shattered as it explodes into meats and guts all over the place, raining down on the battlefield. Thankfully, Desi, you were able to move out the way before that happened. So, not much of it got on you.
Okay.
And with that, alright. Anything else, Decilo?
No, I'm good.
Alright, Krasen, it's your turn.
I'm gonna shoot it! Wait. Is the one that is next to Joanne still alive?
It's still alive.
Shoot it!
Hold a hit.
With my shooting device.
With your shooting device.
They level their pea shooters at her.
13.
That does not hit it.
Roll again, since you have extra attack.
Dude, that's cocked.
Yeah, no, yeah.
What's that?
It's a nat 1.
Alright, roll me D. Actually, no, I got it. Actually, yeah. You want to roll me? You want to roll a D100? Or do you want me to?
Oh, wait.
Prize!
Alright. Actually, wait. Does this? Okay, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't have a misfire. Good. I was about to say if it had a misfire, then it'd be something else on top of that.
I was way off on how many D8s, but it's whatever.
Alright, so
Like, it was
20.
a lot more, I mean. But it's good.
25.
All Crescent is sorry.
No, Crescent is good boy.
So, Crescent, first time, you miss. Second time, like, come on, stupid little. You aim again, you fire, and you hear a ding! Click, 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 click. Oh shit, your gun's jammed.
No!
It's gonna take you one. It's gonna take you one action to repair this before you can use it again, and I need you to roll a Tinkerer's Tools check when you repair it.
Mm.
Well, it's a good thing I'm a proficient in that.
Anything else?
Another word.
Crescent, don't cry. You're gonna be fine.
With that, it is now Zoya's turn.
Look at Dessa, bro. Look into his eyes.
Look at this, bro.
Zoya will look around, seeing the two other chimeras had just appeared. And she'll shout, as a suggestion, if anyone would like to do a tactical retreat, it might be now.
Pretty much handling these guys for the most part.
Just throwing it out there.
I think I'm good.
And then with that, even I shouldn't do it. Reckless attack. Okay. Dice did not betray me.
Again.
19 on one, 3 on the other.
You hit.
Yeah. So. It's 5. 8, 18, and then 19, 20, 21. 21 total damage.
Alright. 1, 2. Vault hit again.
Alright. Uh, 19 total.
That hits. Full damage.
Okay. Oh, jeez, come on. 22 damage total.
Alright. You give one good swing, and whoop goes the goat head as you cleave the goat head right off of this chimera. You said 21?
22.
22.
No.
Alright. And it seems you hear this loud roar from the chimera as it seems to go. And you see fire starts to build back up in the dragon's mouth as it's starting to try and get back its fire breath.
Okay.
You spend both of your attacks, keep that in mind.
Yeah, I know. Is there any bonus action things I can do?
I don't think you can.
Okay. Any way for me just to pull out a torch and jam it into the chimera's mouth?
Unfortunately, no, because that would require using an action. You still have your movement.
Hmm?
You still have your movement.
Well, I'll take an action to disengage, so
Yeah.
I don't want to incur attack of opportunity. So, yeah, I'm just gonna stand here and take my next round of punishment as like a bitch.
Alright. With that, next up is Sao Su's turn. This time she's going to charge off to the right and attack that chimera. Just going to roll to hit with advantage. She missed. I believe that used her. I believe that. Nope. Okay, she missed. She's gonna dash, and she's gonna rush right back. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. She's gonna go right between Krasin and Decilo as she rushes back with an attack of opportunity. The Chimera hits, dealing 8. So you see Salisbury take a slash to the back, hitting her wings kind of, as she gets cut by the Chimera due to an attack of opportunity, as she rushes back in between Krasin and Decilo. Ow! And with that, it is now Desi's turn.
Okay. Where did I go? Oh, okay. Do I see the other two chimeras? Or no?
Yes, you do. As soon as the roar came out and they responded, you looked around and you saw that they were there.
Okay. I can't move that far. Well, not that close. I'm going to. I still got javelins, right?
Yep.
I think I do.
Your javelins of lightning, especially.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna throw 2 at him.
All right. At the one to the far right.
Yeah, the one that I'm close to.
All right. Roll the hit. Actually, wait. Let me make sure to post that thing for you, so that way you know how these works. There you go. $18 hits. And a 17 hit. That's how you're gonna. So, shit. They're gonna roll a dex save first. That's a fail. That's a success. So for the first javelin, the lightning hits it. For the second javelin, it does not.
Okay, so do I have 4d6?
Yeah. So the first one's gonna deal 5d6 plus your strength mod of lightning damage. Wait.
Okay.
Oh shit! Holy shit! I'm sorry. Let me rephrase. It's going to take 9d6 plus your strength mod.
96.
Because it takes 46 from the lightning, and then it takes an extra 46 from the javelin hitting it.
Damn. Okay.
That's 8d6.
Yeah, but the javelin itself deals 1d6 worth of damage, so that makes it 9.
Oh man. That's sick.
So
36.
Oh my god. Okay, and for the second javelin, it did hit, but it dodged the lightning. So this time it's going to deal. This time it's going to deal 76.
7. Okay.
Ooh.
My god.
Criminy.
26.
All right.
Phew! That's.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Alright, so you throw these javelins. The first bolt, it hits the Chimera right in the shoulder. Second one, the Chimera is able to dodge out the way, but both javelins hit their mark right in the center, right in its shoulder blades. As you see lightning seem to go through the creature, as it seems to roar out in complete and utter despair. As it seems to shake and get the javelins out of its shoulders before it looks at you with burning, fiery eyes, as it looks forward to making you its next meal.
You know what? Cut out.
I said, it looks at you glaring as it looks ready to turn you into its next meal. And in fact, actually, it is now the Chimera 3's turn as it rushes up to you. Oh yeah, by the way, You got an extra. You got 3 points of health back during your turn.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, because you get back an extra 2d6 per turn. Alright. So it's going to attack you. First one hits with the 26. Second one misses with a 9. Third one hits with a 23. So you take a combined... You take 27 points of piercing and slashing damage.
Okay.
As it swipes at you with its claws and hits you. Tries to headbutt you with its horn and miss, and then it whirls back around with its teeth and takes a bite right out of you, ripping, getting a bit of blood on its maw as it rips back out of your shoulder.
Ooh, okay.
And now it is in fact Daniel's turn, as he's going to... there we go. As he's going to cast Healing Word at the second level. And Desi, you get back so 4 plus 3. 2 plus 3, that's 5. Plus 2. You get back 9 points of health.
Okay.
Yep. And with that, and then he's going to take it, and then he's going to use his cantrip. He's going to use his action to cast guidance. Actually, no. He's going to rush over to. Wait, 1, 2. He's going to rush over to Zoya. He's going to cast guidance on you, giving you an extra 1d4 on your next attack roll. Wait, just to be clear, on the next... On one... Actually, no, let me rephrase. One ability check.
So does that affect attack rolls or no?
Just an ability check. Like, for example, if you were going to try and grapple the thing.
I was kind of thinking about grappling the thing.
Noted. Alright. So with that, now it is Rupert's turn. As once again, he's going to try and hit this thing. That misses. That hits. So he deals... He deals 15 points of damage as you see him stab into the Chimera. And then you see this dark energy seem to channel through the blade as you suddenly see the Chimera turn gray, and you hear this, and you know the sound of, so you know that sucking sound that you keep hearing every time Ravenhead seems to get blood in it? This time you hear it, okay, for out of character for you guys, since no one knows what a straw is in character, you hear what sounds like a straw slurping as you see the Chimera start to shrink, as you see its skin suck to its bone, and the very bones themselves seem to dysmorph, as it seems to be sucked inside out into the blade, killing it. As you suddenly see it as just this pile of skin on the ground, as its guts and bones and organs were all sucked into the blade. As Rupert seems to glow with this ethereal purple energy. Oh, that has a kick to it. As Chimera 2 is now dead.
Zoya will kind of like lean away from Rupert for a moment.
What? Is there something on my face? And with that, it's now Chimera 4's turn, as it's going to... Chimera 4 has 60 feet of flying. Holy shit, okay. Alright, it's going to fly... Actually, no, wait. It's going to fly over towards... is going to attack you. So first one's a 24 to hit. Second one's a 16 to hit, which doesn't hit. Yeah. And then roll me a dex save. That's a failure. So you take 8 points of piercing damage, and then you take 8, 15, 20, 25, 22, 32. You take 38 points of fire damage on top of that as the dragon head. Actually, wait. Okay. Yep. Decilo, roll me a save too.
Oh, what kind of save?
Dex save, because it's a 15-foot cone. In fact, Sao Su's gonna do the same thing, 'cause she's in range too. Sao Su failed.
19.
You succeeded, so you take... So it's 38 divided by 2, that's 40. You take 7 points of fire damage, while Sao Su takes 14.
Okay, that's not too bad.
Because both of you were tieflings, so both of you were resistant to fire damage.
Yep.
But Sao Su doesn't seem to be that good, as she has 31 hit points left.
Ooh.
You took 38. Oh no. If you count on your slashing, that's 46. If you count on your slashing damage, piercing damage, it's 46. Yeah. Alright. I have 20 health! Anyway. Get that out the way. Alright, next up is Decilo's turn, in fact.
Okay. I am going to... I'm gonna... I can use... I'm gonna use, what was it? Flaming Spear.
Flaming Spear? Alright,
From the necklace.
Alright, Flaming Spear. Let me look at that spell real quick.
Yeah, it's 2d6. Wait, hold on.
Give me a second. Alright, so... here we go. A 5-foot diameter sphere of fire. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dexterity saving throw. Okay, so you summon this sphere in the presence of the chimera, right on top of it.
Yeah.
And okay, it's when it's
2d6.
when it ends its turn in that. When it ends its turn there, not when it starts its turn there. Keep that in mind.
Oh.
So for right now, it doesn't do anything to him. It just appears there. Also, as a result of you casting Flaming Spear, the polymorph that you were casting... Actually, the polymorph that you cast was already over, so never mind then. Yeah, you summon this Flaming Spear. It is now basically in the Chimera's leg, as it seems to be surrounded by it.
Oh, shoot. Do I have to roll to see if I can... cast?
To see if you can what?
It says, like, afterward, roll a d6 to see if I can cast it on the next dawn, or...
No, that's when... Oh, yeah.
After you cast a spell, roll a d6 on a roll of 1 through 5. You can't cast it again until the next dawn.
I got it. That's a 5, so yeah.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Right, so, yep. Alright, you can't cast it again until dawn comes again. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Oh. No.
Alright. With
Oh
that...
wait, can I set Bend Luck as a reaction?
Send who?
Set Bend Luck as a reaction. Oh wait, no, that's an action to set it.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yep. I'm good. I'm done.
Alright. Zoya, your turn.
Sorry, let me check the map real fast. Oh, it's dead.
Yep. Remember, Rupert basically sucked it from the inside out with his sword.
True.
It's nothing but skin on the ground right now.
We using flanking rules or no?
Yes, but keep in mind it's 5 feet up in the air.
That one?
Yeah. I don't count as flanking. Yeah, you're fine. It still counts as flanking.
Yeah. But can I move through without imposing an attack of opportunity?
You're not. Yeah, because you're not moving out of its attack range.
Yes or no?
Yeah, you can without attack of opportunity.
Okay.
You're not in its attack range. I mean, you're not leaving its attack range.
What about Desi?
What about Desi? Oh, can you get to it or?
Is it on ground?
It's
or
on
flying?
the ground.
Okay. How bad does each one look?
One on the left looks like it hasn't taken any damage.
On the one on the right?
It's gotten hit. It got hit by 2 lightning javelins. So yeah, it looks pretty bad.
Okay. Gonna rush over to help.
I was just wondering if you already took your turn.
Oh yeah, his gun jammed.
Yeah, I forgot.
I will move into flanking position to help Krassen.
Alright.
And another round of reckless attack. Nat 20.
Got it. Full damage.
Oh, shit.
Okay, 3, 5, 9. 9 times 2 is 18, correct?
Yes.
Hold a 1 over here on my D12.
Oh no.
Throw an additional 7 on top of that.
Alright, with 25 points of damage, you hit at its tail and cut it off. We'll hit again.
Second attack. There's a 17 hit.
17 does hit.
Okay. Okay, 7, 15. 23.
23. Oof, yep. You swing at it again, and you swing at it again and deal a mighty fine blow to it. And this time, you hold on to your axe and you slam it right down to the ground.
Get down here!
Basically. As Krassen, that chimera that attacked you, you see Zoya hit it once, cut off its tail, hit it again, and this time its axe her axe sinks in enough, and you hold on to it tight enough to where she stands strong. She holds it tight and she slams the chimera right back down into the ground, making it crack from the force.
How's the great axe of innocence holding up right now?
Oh, it's perfectly fine. It's glowing that mithril glow as it usually is.
Alright. Thank you.
Alright, Sao Su's gonna come in, and she's going to attack. She misses both times, and that ends her turn. And Desi, it is now your turn.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Just a quick second. Your bastard sword seems to glow this golden shine as you get back 2 points of health.
Oh, cool.
Nope, get muted.
Okay, I was fixing something. Okay. We got 2 left. Alright, I'll just continue to hit the one right next to me.
Alright. Roll the hit.
I hit it with my my bastard sword
Alright.
twice.
Alright. Remember that you have a +1 to hit, +1 to hit and to damage.
Oh, you don't hit.
Second one does hit.
Okay. Well, fuck me. Okay.
I'll be right back. I need water.
Alright.
You know that feeling of a sneeze coming on, but
So what damage you got for me, Desi?
Hold up. I'm trying to, like, do something. Okay, so, can I use that, with Thunderous Smite, or no?
You would have had to cast it before you attacked there.
Damn, okay, so I forgot I had spells. It's okay.
You're good.
Yeah. Alright, well. So is this 1d12 plus 11? Okay. No, I'll wait.
Alright. Alright, you deal 6 points of damage to it. You swing, you give it a cut on its side, which is not effective, but it is something at least as you're whittling it down at this point, as its chest is heaving, as all three of its heads seem to be slowly trying to catch their breath. It's time to. We can do this, Desi. We can finish it.
Yes, we will finish it.
And with that, anything else you'd like to do this turn? You still have your
Nope.
bonus action.
Do I have any, like, special bonus action things I could do?
I know that the smites are bonus actions, and they last up to a minute, which is basically 10 rounds. I don't know how many spells are a bonus action.
Hold on, I'm looking.
Bro.
Yeah, no, it's fine. You can go ahead.
Alright. With that, it is now Chimera 3's turn, as it's going to, again, attack Desi. So miss. That's a hit. And that's a hit. So you take a combined 9. You take a combined 21 bludgeoning and piercing damage as it hits you in the face with its horns before taking a bite out of you with its teeth.
Damn, what's that, 21?
Wait, hold up. 9, 15. Yeah, 21 points of damage.
This bitch. Okay.
And with that, it is now Daniel's turn. And this time he's going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Going to go up to Desi. And then this time he's going to cast... Actually, yeah, he's going to cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. So Desi, you're going to get back 2d8 5 2d8 plus 5 plus 2 7. So you get back 21 health points.
Oh shit, really?
Yep. He has a +7 and he rolled a 14.
Well, thank you, Daniel.
He gives you a nod and a smile as it's now Rupert's turn. And Rupert is going to Yeah, he can make it. He's going to rush over to the Chimera. He's going to say, Talio! As he takes a swing at it. First one hits. Second one hits. Alright, so he deals 10. So he deals 19 points of damage to the Chimera as he takes a cut at one of its legs, and you hear that again as blood seems to be pulled out of the wound and right into Raven Edge. And with right. Right. And with that, it is now Chimera 4's turn. As noticing how it is, it's going to move back 5 feet, so that way it's no longer flanked. And then it's going to take actually wait. That's going to move right here behind Zoya. So Krasn, you get an attack of opportunity with a melee attack.
Melee.
That hits right on the dot, roll damage. Did you two-hand the katana or one-hand the katana? Alright, 1d8 plus your dex mod. I have a d8, dude. What's your dex
What did I
mod?
miss?
Dex mod? That's 12 points of damage. Alright, so you get it. So with the attack opportunity, you deal 12 points of damage. However, I need you and Zoya to roll me a dex save. That succeeds. That succeeds.
Nat 20.
5, 10, 15, 20, 23, 29, 30, 33. You guys take 16 points of fire damage.
Wait a minute.
16.
16 points of fire damage.
Oh, you'll be fine.
4 health, 1 wonder.
I got you, Crescent! Daniel shouts from across the way. Alright, Decilo, is your turn.
Okay. Let me see.
Actually. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I had been hit before, so I can use Hellish Rebuke, right?
Has to be when you get hit, as soon as you get hit.
Ah, damn it. Okay, well then, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna cast Magic Missile on the one on the left.
Alright. Roll damage. Wait, what level?
Let's go level 3.
Alright. So that's 64 plus 7. I mean 64 plus 6. Wait, let me check. Let me make sure.
3d4 plus 6.
I have to check to make sure because you start with 3 and it adds an additional one. Give me a second. Magic missile. Okay. So yeah, 64 plus 6.
21.
Alright, with 21 points of damage. You deal some damage to this thing, yeah, as the bolts seem to hit it all over its body as it lets out another vicious roar.
Nice. Alright, I'm done.
Alright. With that, we move back up to the top of the round with Krassen's turn.
I want to put this guy to use. I want to bust that cat with someone's ass.
We'll shoot at the Chimera that just burned you.
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
20. It's 13.
That does not hit. Roll again.
Or not 13. 23.
That hits. Roll damage.
That.
2d6 plus your dex mod. How many bullets have you fired so far? 2? Okay, this makes 3. Alright. Mm-hmm.
That's 5.
Plus your dex mod.
6, so 11.
Your dex mod is 5, right?
10.
Alright. So 23 points. So.
Wait. Favorite start your flow.
Alright. No, well, shoot again.
Okay, so that's a 9.
That hits full damage.
That's 9, 5, 2, 6, 7,
Right? The Chimera looks like it's barely hanging on, but it's still there as you unload 2 guns, thus using up 4 bullets. You are now down to 11 in your clip. Before you have to reload. Anyway. Alright, welcome back. Zoya, it is your turn.
Alright, real quick. Can I move around the Chimera?
Yes.
Without an attack? Okay. I shot the Saosu. I get into flanking. And I'll run around so that she can take my place.
Alright.
And I'll hold my action until her turn is over.
Alright, keep in mind that you don't get any movement, remember that, right? You will not have any movement when your action,
Yeah,
alright,
I know.
just checking to make sure.
That's part of it.
Alright. She rushes up. Alright, actually, yeah. Since it's... Yeah, it's her turn. She's just gonna rush up. She's gonna roll to hit with advantage. Yep, so that's an automatic crit. So, you see her fly up, rapier in hand, and she jams it right through the Chimera. And then suddenly, for a moment, you notice that there's a sizzling sound, and then with this burst of fire magic, you see the tip of the rapier seem to pierce through the Chimera and just stop right in front of your face.
Oh!
Where she rips it back out, and the Chimera just seems to burst into flames from the inside out, turning into ashes. And that's her action.
Oh. Won't do anything then.
Oh, it was on low health. I was like,
I didn't know that.
ooh, sorry.
No. Hey, I flanked so she would have the better chances, so...
True. Desi, it is your turn.
Alright.
You get back 6 points of health.
Did I lose any health while I was going?
Nope.
Okay. Alright, I am going to attack this dude again.
Right.
Oh, she did. Oh, shit.
With my, yeah, well, no, with my bastard shield.
You're gonna add some smite on top of this
No,
first?
not yet. Yes, I was about to say, hold up. Let me use my thunderous smite. Yeah.
Alright. Roll to hit.
Oh no, 19 and 8.
So 19 hits. The first one hits, which is what your smite's going to be spent on. The second one does not. So roll me damage for the first one. Add an extra 2d6.
17? Yeah.
Alright, nice. So you hit it the first time, and you all hear this loud thunder wave as Desi's bastard seems to come slamming down on the Chimera, blowing out all of your ears. And then the Chimera gets blown away by the force of it, but Desi tries to take one more swing, but unfortunately she misses, and that's a 20, so... come on. There you go. That doesn't even get to happen because... yeah, that doesn't even matter. Okay, so you just take a swing at it again, and it misses. And if it didn't get thrown to its ass as it was knocked prone by your thunder smite, it would have had an attack of opportunity on you.
But it didn't. So
yeah. With that,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yep. So let me move it back 10 feet. 5, 10. Yeah. It is now on the ground prone. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Well, can I do anything if it's prone? No.
Not in this moment since you used up both your attacks. You use your bonus action to cast Smite. I think that's all you can do at this point. I think, unless you want to add insult to injury and insult it. That's a free action.
No, I'm good.
All right. If it was Anya, she would have.
Yeah.
Alright, with that, it is now, actually it's Chimera 3's turn. It's going to rush back up and attack you. So that hits with a 24. That doesn't hit with a 17. That hits with an unnatural 20. So you take 9, 10, 15. You take 23 points of bludgeoning and piercing damage as it charges at you and rams you in the face with its horns, and again another bite, this time going for your leg.
You said 23?
Yep. And then Daniel's turn comes, and he's gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's going to cast Healing Word on Krasen at the 2nd level. So Krasen, you get back. He rolled max on that, so you get 23 health points back. As he used up his last 2nd level spell slot.
You know what? Worth it.
And with that, it is now. Yep, it's now Rupert's turn. Up. I guess I better finish things up then, shouldn't I? As he takes Graven Edge. And one more perception check.
Me too?
All of you roll a perception check.
Oh.
Sight or hearing?
Sight.
Okay. Nine.
And Decilo?
12.
All of you see this purple malevolent energy seem to cover Raven Edge as Rupert, instead of swinging high like he usually does, he swings low. And you see the blade seem to extend out with purple energy as it rips through the ground, causing purple steam to come out of it. Before he throws the blade upward, you see it get caught on the body of the Chimera for ripping up. And instead of just sucking out a little bit, it sucks the entire Chimera into it as it slams back on the ground on the other side. As combat is over.
Holy shit.
Well, that was rather refreshing. You hear Rupert say as he just sheaths Raven Edge. as if nothing just happened.
What were they after, do you think?
Well, they're chimeras. Well, I guess all they're after is food.
I guess.
We'd best be heading on.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Right, so you guys keep traveling. I'm gonna save that. Actually, wait. What was that roll actually? Ah, okay, it's that one. Okay, this time you find another corpse. This one being an orc. And you notice that the tree behind the orc was completely cut in two, perfectly. Like no weapon, no weapon, natural or made, was able to cut through something like this. This was a magical cut. And the orc's in the same regard, as his torso is split in two diagonally, from his right shoulder down to his left hip.
Wait, what happened?
You guys found an orc corpse that was sitting against a tree. Both the tree and the orc have been cut in half diagonally perfectly from the orc's right shoulder to his left hip.
Oh, shit.
I go to examine the orc. Does the cut indicate any particular kind of beast did this, or? Oh boy. $17 flat. We might have that meeting sooner than we think. How fresh is the body? I sniff it and see if they're the scent, if a dragon scent carries. Yeah, I know.
They hunted this guy down and destroyed him.
I turn to the others. 2 hours old. If the dragon ain't out for blood now, it really is.
Oh, that is not good.
So what would you guys like to do?
I guess we should keep going.
Yeah.
Alright. So you guys keep traveling, and eventually it reaches night. Eventually it reaches nightfall as you guys have to camp for the night. And the alright. So you guys are setting up camp for the night, and the wind is howling outside. Like it is like howling around you. Like it is strong and it is loud. It's even bringing on a bit of a cold chill from the mountains.
Zoe ain't playing her banjo tonight.
This time I'm gonna decide to wait until after everyone's eaten and like everything to like go to my tent, stuff myself because Jindas, and then come back because I don't want everyone to have to witness my nasty gorging myself.
Alright, so you guys notice that Decilo just chooses not to eat for right now.
You're not eating?
I'm just waiting. It's kind of gross when I'm stuffing myself all furious like that. I prefer you guys not to see it. Anymore, anyway.
I don't understand. People eat, but okay.
Well, it's because I'm eating like so like fast, and it's for 6 people, and it's just like ravenous. It's not really how I would choose to eat, but it's not going to be forever. Don't worry.
Okay.
While Deslo is saying this, Zoya just is eating as loudly as she can.
Just to prove a fucking point.
And like, she like basically takes like a whole leg of deer and starts ripping into that. just to try to make Deslo feel a little bit more comfortable around everyone.
Okay, you know what? Fine. It's fine.
It's okay, man.
It's okay, dude. I'm just curious. Anyway, he gives in, but he goes ahead, but he's still self-conscious about it. I'm eating like a fucking goblin. I'm like.
Zoya and Decimo seem to be trying to outmatch each other on who can eat the loudest and messiest at this point.
At one point, you see Zoya throw down like 50, like 25 gold pieces. Like throws down a check for like 25 gold pieces and is like, bet. It just keeps going.
Roll con!
So you roll a con save.
What'd you roll?
13.
Ain't this some shit?
14!
Decimo wins by 1.
Oh shit.
Give me them 25 gold!
Decimo seems to eat all the fruit.
Do it.
Roll a con save.
Wait, is Carson joining?
Carson seems to be joining in. What'd you roll? You have. You didn't upgrade that with your abilities improvement. Actually, no, you didn't get a feat for that. So yeah, give me a second. So, so Carson, that's a +3. So that's an 8.
Oh, honey. You are a tiny boy with a tiny stomach.
Zoya seems to notice that Carason's choking and gives him a good wham right on the back as he splits up the entire chicken leg he tried to shove down his throat, and he feels a big sting in his back now.
Yeah. Ripping out like a whole chunk of deer leg. Zoya like writes on the back of the check so that the 25 gold will appear, and then hands it to Decilo, or just leaves out in front of Decilo.
Decilo, you now got 25 gold.
Yeah, nice. And I'm just like... He's like licking his fingers, and like, he's like satisfied.
Your friends are strange, your sword seems to say.
I know. And Dusty's over here eating with like a freaking fork and knife, being civilized. These people.
The half orc is being the civilized one here.
It's not like I can help it, okay?
Dusty's disgusted.
These are my.
I am usually a very dignified eater. It is not my fault. It is the dragon around my neck.
Your friends are amusing somewhat. That's load. Yes, that's what I think it is. Okay. Your friends remind me of my own somewhat.
Your friends?
I'm talking. He's talking to Desi in this regard.
We had friends like these, not surprised.
Well, being a inquisitor meant that you kept weird company in tow.
Yeah.
Where the hell they all went? Meh. I can remember them that much anyway.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah, one day it'll come back to me, along with my name. One day. As soon as I get back at the bastard who did this to me. But that won't be for a while, so long as some things hold together. So the wind's still blowing hard as you guys are still eating and everything, and the Kobold Chief seems to be unaffected as he just seems to be sitting like at the fire, like in the direct sitting to where when the fire gets blown, it's blowing towards him. So he's getting more warm than anyone else basically at this point.
So he will like hand him like a section of chicken or something like that.
He knows that he already has like this little assortment of food. It's like small because he's old at this point.
Okay. Promptly hand it over to Decelo.
Wait, hands what to me?
Giant deer leg.
Thanks. And like do you want me to eat it later or right now?
Well, I try to offer it up to the chief, but he ain't having any.
He's gonna take it. He's gonna eat it. He's gonna eat some of it. Getting the good bits.
Yeah. The chieftain's mainly quiet for the most part. He doesn't say much. He's just he's just staring into the fire.
Oh shoot.
So I will speak up. How you holding up?
I am doing well. You all fought strongly against those chimeras earlier. I've not seen them in such a great force before. I suppose the young one's really causing them some fear.
What was the main point of the conversation that the other figureheads had? The other figureheads of the parade? Or what was the discussion while you were still there?
Strategy, but like, the chief wants his son, the big dumb one, to be the one to lead the hunt, as it were. Wants the pride of the stronghold to be front and center when they take down the beast. And Greshgar didn't want him anywhere near it, since he thought he would blunder it all up, the big oaf. And Jingro was doing as usual, just preparing the bodies, as it were. That's what happens when you follow an orc god of death and disease. That's why he looks like that.
How hard is it to get you? How long did it take you to get used to seeing him around?
I was born into it, so not that long. It's a bit of a. Thankfully, most followers of his type stay out on the outskirts of the clan. They only bring them in for special occasions, so I don't have to see them much. We kobolds mainly keep to ourselves, after all. Well, when we have to. But we're important, so we get some say in what goes on in the stronghold. After all, we're part of the reason why they took it in the first place, so...
I got a question for you.
What?
Partially while we were here, in fact, the original reason why we were here is for several shipments of dragon steel.
I'm guessing the young one destroyed them.
Well, technically they're in his hoard right now. If we cannot recover it, in aiding you and Parrot as a whole, could your kobolds mine out some of the dragons, allow us to take some?
Yep, that is definitely the case. They definitely allow you to. Either I or my predecessors will make sure that you're able to get what you need. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So with that, the night kind of drags on. You guys take a short rest. You know, if you guys need to spend your hit die to get some back, you spend all your hit die. You guys have one left. Oh my god, Perry.
Roll a d8.
D10.
Roll a d10 for him.
How many?
2.
So that's plus 6. You get back 14 health.
Hell yeah, brother!
Spending 2 of your hit die as a result.
I'm good.
Alright.
I might spend some hit die.
Everyone's
What?
like,
I got like. I can do. How many do I have? How can I tell?
you can. It's under the hit die label underneath your health.
So do I have 7 since I'm level 7?
Yes, you have 7.
Okay.
You can spend as many as you want.
Spend 2.
All right, so that's 2d8. No, 2d10 plus your con mod.
$15.
Oh yeah, it's an extra 5 because it's per, so 20 health. Sorry.
20? Okay.
Yeah, because it's an extra 5 per hit dice. I forgot to mention that. But you guys wake up the next morning, and it is cloudy and gray outside. In fact, you can see thunder and lightning up in the sky. It's pretty foreboding, as it were. $13 for...
Hit die.
But that's a D20!
But I was at like 72. I'm at like, no, 75. I'm at 88 now.
I think you met a D10, but yeah, that works.
Did I not do D10?
You did D20, but I got what you meant.
Oh, shit. Okay. My bad.
Let me see if I can get this right. Alright. So you guys keep traveling for the day. Nothing would happen. I noticed at this point that there was no creatures whatsoever as you're getting closer to the dragon's lair. As it seems like they've all been scared of. As you notice that tornadoes have whipped through the area, the trees have been cut down by magical wind. It does not look pretty.
Wait, what? What happened?
Basically, the entire, as you get closer to the dragon's lair, the entire landscape has been destroyed by tornadoes, by wind cuts. Basically, it looks like things have been destroyed all over the place.
Oh, God.
As you guys finally find the dragon's lair. Showing it. So this time, it's a massive tornado whirling around it.
Nothing. So he's just listening to the winds right now. You can probably barely hear anything.
Oh, yeah. As this tornado is just funneling around the cave, and it's just... You notice, like, Daniel seems to pick up a rock and throw it, and the rock gets obliterated as soon as it touches the wind wall.
I don't want to be no obliterated.
So no thank you.
Me neither, but...
We gotta get this thing's attention somehow. Zoe will say as she starts pulling out her musket. Anyone have any particular suggestions?
Is this a dragon?
Dragon's lair is being covered by a giant tornado.
So wait, what are we distracting?
You're trying to get the dragon's attention, basically.
Oh, why didn't you just shout at it? Hey!
Well, there are winds, so it probably blocks out a lot of the sound.
This is gonna be stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But
You can play your instrument?
actually, I gotta pull. Wait a minute. That's not as risky.
Yeah.
I was about ready to put like 4 or 5 powder charges inside my musket and see what happens.
Wow. Do the banjo one.
Okay.
Play
Do
your
the banjo!
Oh.
Alright.
Charisma plus proficiency.
Yeah, I know. Can I pick a particular song?
It doesn't really... I mean, it's up to you in that regard.
Very badass for the banjo.
Me.
I'm joking.
You know the tune to Sabaton's Last Samurai?
Yeah.
Basically that.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
I had disgraced Sabaton with with an 8.
Oh my god. Your playing is so bad that apparently it's able to get through the wind wall, and you suddenly hear this...
Who plays trap?
I make sure to get a couple of good riffs in there to get the banjo screaming.
And then you suddenly hear this roar as you see the wind dragon burst out of its tornado and slam right in front of all of you, angry, as the tornado seems to dissipate, as the tornado seems to rip into the sky, and then seems to funnel in a circle right above him, and then seems to form into wind spears.
Oh.
I promptly stopped playing and put my hands up.
Me too.
Yeah, we mean no harm.
Hands up, don't shoot.
Head stop.
She was Zoe right now. She's got a musket. Damn.
Daniel can speak Draconic, right?
Yeah. So can Crescent, I think.
Well, one of them could be like, hey, we don't mean no harm.
Yo, yeah. Wait. I'm gonna... Wait, hold on. Can I use message on the dragon?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, just to make sure we get through to him. Like, I would just say, we mean you no harm.
And then it seems to hear you. It pauses. And then you hear, shockingly, in a common, what do you want?
We just want to help you.
And then he seems he looks at you, and then he notices Sao Soon too, and he seems to let out this low rumbling growl. And what makes you think you could help me?
I know we can't take back what happened to your mother. Believe me, I know that pain. I was separated from my parents when at a young age, and I don't even know if my mother is alive. And my father, he's in some very dangerous business right now. But we want to ease your pain.
Could you even begin to? And then you hear, and then the old man, Kobold Chief, goes, "No, I think that's quite enough. If you're going to scale these structures, you could at least do it in a better voice than that." And what is it you want exactly? He's only just stops the growling. Anyway.
You were being dramatic? Okay.
He was trying to be scared. He was trying to scare Arnold. Anyway. And he still lets out this growl. What? What is that?
Zoe's gonna real quick. This isn't like a serious check here, but it can be. She's gonna try to contain her grin as she realized that the dragon was kind of trying to mess with him a little bit.
He goes from fucking, like, he goes from Slade to sodded.
Sodded.
So immediately, you notice a tornado slams down around all of you and basically cuts you off from the outside world as he puts his body halfway through. And basically, you guys have no means of escape now.
Mistakes were made.
Thanks to your little laughs, Soya.
Hey. I try to be intimidating too. She'll say in her defense, meekly.
Is your name? We can't hear you.
What do all of you want? Before I rip you apart and watch as lightning fries all of your corpses.
I just said what we want.
Yeah, he's basically really annoyed right now. He's not believing you. And the old man seems to look and says, "Now, these people might not understand exactly what you're going through, or might not have a right to speak in your eyes, but I think that I do attacked since." And then you notice the dragon seems to cut him off. "You were the reason she died." Yes, it was me. I admit that. Years ago, it was indeed my fault, as it were. And I've tried to own up to that mistake, but clearly not enough, as you wouldn't be here if I had. You notice the dragon seems to be getting more and more annoyed, as his gray eyes seem to flare with anger. I know I can't get back what you lost. I know that it must have hurt devastatingly when you lost her, but nothing. You know nothing of what I have lost. And lightning seems to strike right in the center of you. And Daniel seems to like back away a bit from where the lightning strikes.
Oh no, PTSD.
Oh no,
That was South Sue too, in fact.
No.
What can any of you know of me? What can any of you know of my pain? And at this point, lightning seems to be swirling through the tornado itself, as lightning seems to come alive.
And you lost one of your own. One of the last ones of your kind. You are alone.
Are you trying to make him happy here. As he seems to be getting more annoyed at this point.
Trying to get to the hard damn point.
Alright.
You're one of the last, aren't you? Well, let's be honest.
He said, "Well, the last thing I know of, yes." As he seems to look around at all of you.
For all I know, you are. And for all I know, oh, I've lost family too. For all I know, I could be one of the last ones of my village. At this rate. And I want to do the same exact fucking thing as you. To rip and tear every single last spine and person apart who caused it. Sadly, that's not going to bring him back. If only leave a trail of bodies that'll lead back to us and get both of us killed. Correct?
He just nods silently.
You want revenge? Correct?
Deal.
But it ain't gonna bring your mother back.
It doesn't matter if it brings her back.
Yes. Guess what? What choices you make right now will. Because here's the thing. Theoretically, she could be brought back.
Seems to pause at that as he glares at you.
Resurrection magic.
It doesn't work on us. Not from one of you.
It may not. From us. But with enough hunting, I can probably find a dragon who can. Probably another wind dragon who can. Somewhere around the big wide world, there's a wind dragon, or a dragon period, who can bring her back. If nothing else was a simple attempt.
And then he takes that, and then he looks at Desolo and Desi. And what will I get in return for this offer? He's clearly meaning quote unquote as he looks at you, as he looks at Desi and Desolo, wanting you to speak in this regard.
What do you want?
What do you want?
No, he's basically saying you're giving me this. What do you want me to give you?
Oh,
what's it called? The dragon thingy.
I want to see my
What are we
daddy.
getting?
The dragon steel.
Yeah.
No, that was out of character. Wait, can you take me to my dad?
He seems to raise an eyebrow.
No, I'm just.
He seems to stare at all of you and says, "Just that, the dragon steel. It would be best if you left for a little while as well. The orcs don't take too kindly to outsiders and enough to make them hate you for generations. And what is one orc's life to the countless I've already taken? Well, what's going to happen when an entire stronghold comes after you? You're pretty strong. But can your tornado save you from all of them? Perhaps. Is that a risk you're willing to take?" He seems to look down at the kobold, and he sees. As you notice that as the wind and lightning that was in the tornado seems to start to circulate towards his mouth, as he begins to suck it all in, and he's glaring right down at this particular kobold. And at this point, the chief red cat starts just walks in front of you, stands up. As the tornado gets sucked into his mouth, and it's just filling with lightning and wind. He brings back his. He brings his head back. He's aiming straight down the kobold with this deep inhale. And then he looks right towards his lair and fires, obliterating the top of it, as the entire ceiling is just blown to pieces, and you see his entire horde laid to bare.
Yeah.
Fine. No, the dragon's still there. Like, all of it is there.
Oh, okay.
Fine. And then he looks at Desi. And gets in their face. I will take you at your word then.
Okay.
And Desi in particular, you feel like you just said a binding oath that if you do not hold yourselves to, it will not end well for any of you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And then he walks back, and then he backs away, and he launches himself into the air. He looks down at all of you one last time, and then he leaves.
Didn't die today. What, Crescent?
I wanted to hug him.
No.
You can give me a hug.
Damn. You're not a dragon.
I can be a dragon.
Polymorph.
Polymorph.
That's cheating.
That's cheating.
Just hug me anyway.
I'll hug you after I said that, yeah.
I hug him.
It's cheating. Hugs.
That's cheating.
Well done. You hear a whoosh, whoosh in the air. It's familiar.
Nice.
It's a familiar. It sounds like
Oh?
2 cuts in the air.
Yeah. It's evil dragon boy.
Actually, it's not him. Funnily enough, it's...
Lupin boy.
Actually, yes, it is him.
Which Lupin boy?
It's the assassin Lupin who seems to pop out. Man, it's going for a fight too. I'm disappointed. You notice that he has this dual-bladed sword on his back, and it seems to be glowing with red and blue magic. I was hoping for a fight too. Yeah, I'm disappointed now.
Of course you were.
The fuck out of my house.
At least the boss got what he wanted. So did I, he says with his mask up.
How long were you watching?
About the past. What day is it?
Third day?
Since you guys left first up. It was fun. I got what I needed to know. Got to know who exactly my next target is going to be once I'm done with my primary one.
Who?
He looks at all of you.
I get it.
Desolo Carshire, Shijian Krasin, Zoya Graza, Desolate Gorbloom. Man, I'm gonna have a big hit list, aren't I? Let's see. Who am I gonna go after? Let me see. Nice. Let's see. Your cousin back in Humberto. He looks straight at Desi when he says this.
Yeah.
No. Why is my cousin involved?
Your old master. He looks at Krasin when he says this. Oh, your family that's gonna end up at Hersa soon. That's gonna be fun. Assassination during a slave trade. I've never done that before. That's gonna be pretty fun. Oh, and your family's gonna be there too. And he looks straight at Desolate when he says this. Ah, man. Two for the price of one. That sounds great. Thank you for that. I've always wanted to try that out.
In Hersa?
Yeah.
Out of character? Oh my fuck.
Man, and then I get the Dread Wolves too. Oh, I'm gonna get paid.
He's just like furrowing his eyebrows and gritting his teeth in like a snarl at this dude.
Ah, man, you guys have given me the biggest payday. Ah, I gotta thank you. Too bad I gotta kill you, but you know.
Right. Okay.
I just wanted to meet you guys up close. It's better to meet your targets beforehand. Besides, I owed you guys the common courtesy. I mean, after all, you got me what I needed. And then he holds out, and then he holds out this giant jug. And Zoya, you can tell by the smell it's dragon blood.
But who's dragons?
Man, we're gonna get a lot with this. He seems to be tossing it up in the air and catching it.
Wow, you're an asshole.
And you're a little shit. And you're a little shit who thinks that he matters. You don't want to say anything else? The little mascot who thinks that he can be an actual person?
Bro, I'm gonna shoot this
You
fool.
fucking shut your fuck!
I'm gonna shoot this
Roll a hit. What'd you roll?
That's a 20 to hit.
He cuts your bullet straight in two.
Bruh.
Again, I say, what the fuck are you gonna do, little mascot? You know how many kobolds I killed? You know how many of them I punted across the way? Plenty. You want me to add your head to the list?
Shoot him again. Hate this man and his talking.
Okay, at this point, I need you to roll me an int save.
Stop talking.
He's not a mascot, he's the heart of the team! That's why he's the
He closes his fist, and all of you feel your throats just clench up.
Hold up, this ain't the Force.
It's not.
This ain't the
It's not. As you see this dark red magic seem to permeate from him.
Fish. 26 on that end save, honey.
Okay, your mind isn't broken, but you're still getting choked.
Fuck you!
Okay. Are we done? Are we done with the shooting?
Are you done with the talking?
Even tighter now.
Hey.
No, none of you can talk at this point as he's clenching it tight. I want you all.
So he basically does the ratting him fucking out on this one.
I want you all to understand. In this exact moment, I could snap all of your fucking necks, but I choose not to because I want to make sure. Because despite the fact that the boss seems to think that you guys that you guys deserve mercy, I sure as hell don't. All of you fucking pieces of shit are gonna die slowly and painfully. I'm going to make sure every single one of you watches your entire life fall apart before you die. I want all of you to understand.
Keith, I rolled a 5.
Alright. Oh no, that was for something.
If they rolled 5.
Oh, nothing happened.
But I want to hit him with something.
And then he says, I want you all to understand that, because the next time I see you, someone's life gets ruined. I want you to understand
Even though
that.
I'm losing oxygen, I'm fucking, like...
Bro, I'm so
in such
angry.
pure rage.
And then he just seems to pick all of you up
Flailing.
as his eyes turn red, and you notice his demonic energy coming from him. But for right now, have fun with what's left of your lives. And then he punches the ground so hard, causing it to crack, and you all get slammed to the ground. 5 feet into the ground, in fact. Like you guys form craters in the ground when he slams you into it. As you all take...
As a last ditch, can I rage?
Unfortunately, you didn't have time to.
You sure?
Alright, you can rage if you want. Alright, you can rage.
Alright.
How much
Hold up.
damage do you do?
I'm rolling.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Actually,
Oh jeez, yeah, it's a good thing I fucking raged. I'm seeing your dice over here. Fuck you. Fuck you.
14, 20, 24, 30, 38, 46, 51, 52, 60, 68 points of damage across all of you.
I'm down.
You take 68. You take 34.
Oh, 34.
No. Zoya takes 34. All of you take 68.
Well, I'm down.
I'm sorry,
dead.
what?
All of you take 68 except Zoya, who raged at the
How
last
long would
moment.
it take to like kill?
Huh?
Oh wait, you don't do that like over damage to kill.
Oh no, I do. If it brings you down to 0 when it takes your max health, you're dead.
What?
If it brings you down to 0 and there's still stuff over and it hits your max health, you're dead.
Dead up
Well,
dead.
my max health is
What?
60, so I'm dead.
My max. Yeah.
What's your max health?
60.
60.
How much health did you have left?
I had 58.
52.
Then no. Over. If it does over, like it has to bring you down to 0 and then do an extra amount equal to your max health. So all of you are down, basically. Well, the two that lost all their health, you guys are down. And then he walks down, and then he walks over.
Actually, I got like 20 health.
So it has
Okay,
to be
yeah.
like 100 something to kill me?
Yes. So Destiny and Zoya are still up, but he walks over to Zoya and
I can say this right now. She's splayed out on the ground. She ain't.
I know.
Out.
He looks down over the holes and he says, "I'll see you in Herza," and then he leaves.
I'm just like gasping right now. Or, well, I am knocked out.
I'm down.
I'm just gonna say this right now. Zoya's jaw is broken. Or she'll be spitting out curses at him right now.
You hear a, and he's gone.
Is anyone gonna tend to my crumpled bats?
All of you just seem to black out.
Hold on, wait a minute. I got 20 health though. Really?
Fine, no. Alright.
Come on.
Wait, where's Kobold Grandpa?
Kobold Grandpa's on the ground.
Oh no! Grandpa!
Dude, he fucking died.
You don't know that.
Okay.
He's in the he's in the ground.
Can I go check up on him? Is he okay?
Can I come around?
I need to check up on him.
I'm going to crawl out of my fucking hole. I'm just gonna say this right now. The only thing that's really not broken is my fucking arms. I got lucky.
So you crawl out. You see he's unconscious. He's alive.
Alright, cool.
I'm gonna crawl around to everyone else's holes and check on everyone.
Daniel's not moving.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god.
Okay, bitch ass Cuddy. So he just reaches down, just like he's gonna like, tap his head or something.
He doesn't wake up. He doesn't wake up at all.
Bravo, medicine check to make sure he's not dead or something.
No, this is Daniel.
Oh, Danny, no!
Daniel!
Grandpa's beyond dead. I'm sorry, honey.
He's unconscious, thankfully.
10.
10?
Yeah.
Bruh, it's so hard to tell.
She'll check for a fucking pulse.
Can't find it.
She'll know that.
You're having trouble with this. Saosu pulls himself out, and he pulls Daniel out, and
Is it sad music time?
when Daniel got slammed to the ground,
Bitch,
he was on top of
you better
a
not
rock.
fucking kill him.
What?
There's a rock through his chest right now.
Dude, F. Dude, no.
He's
No.
he's barely hanging on at this point. He's not awake at all.
Honey, does anyone have stabilize?
Okay.
I will fucking kill you.
Girl, stabilize. It's a fucking cantrip.
Okay, would they know if I had a potion of healing in my thing? Could I have like
You can-
possibly let anyone know that I have a potion of healing?
Mega.
Unfortunately, you're unconscious, so
I'm gonna literally start rooting around in everyone's inventory and spilling it out for a fucking health potion at this point. I ain't fucking caring if I find something secret.
you cast Cure Wounds. And
Wait.
what?
I have a token spell, right? I think I still have a token slot. I can cast Star
Star
Touch.
Touch! Give him the Star Touch!
Yeah, I can do Star Touch.
Give him the Star
I'm
Touch!
gonna say this right now. If either of you wanted to cast a healing spell, he's stabilized, but he's not waking up, and he looks battered to hell. He looks like
Well, the problem with Star Touch is I keep healing until he's like...
Guys,
he can't. He's unconscious.
No.
Oh shit, that's gonna be a long wait time, honey.
I'm gonna cry.
So he's stabilized.
He's stabilized, but he is bad. His chainmail, keep in mind, he's not wearing any chainmail because it got destroyed in the past fight with the dragon.
Alright, this is what Zoe's gonna do. She's gonna fucking pull herself together despite the fucking pain to stand up. And she's literally just gonna roll out her sleeping bag and make sure he gets fucking in it and basically make like a stretcher pod, something to keep him in.
Also, there's a giant dragon horde as well, with a card in it.
Wait, so is he like? So he has a rock through his chest, right?
Yep.
Can't pull it out.
You can roll a medicine to pull it out.
So, is he bleeding?
He's done. He's not bleeding. The rock seems to be stopping him from bleeding. If you pull it out and administer healing
He'd bleed out.
If anyone even gets close to Daniel, you just see Zoya just go full on mama wolf mode and hiss.
I mean, I'm unconscious.
Oh yeah, it's alright. We'll fix it.
Sarasu seems to walk over to the other two, pulls out a health potion and uses it to wake up Decilo and Krasen.
Okay, how much health do I get back?
Both of you get back.
Both of you get back 10 health points.
Okay, I'm at...
Keith, why you always gotta be fucking up Daniel? This is not right.
What happened?
And you see the
Why y'all play some sad ass music? I will beat your fucking ass.
and you see the bruised and battered Daniel like laying in a in Zoya's sleeping bag. It's gotten so bad to the point where his hair, that beautiful silver hair that used to be clean and everything, it's dirtied, it's brown, it's red. It looks like he's been put through the ringer, basically.
But he's alright, right?
Are you about to pull a Lord of the Flies on me?
Lord of the
Are you about to pull a Simon from Lord of the Flies on me? Is that what's supposed to happen?
Zoya pulls out Innocence and she basically just goes on guard duty.
There's a cart nearby. Alright, so there's a cart nearby that you guys could use. There's a cart nearby that you guys could use to get back to that you could drag basically Daniel and the Kobold Chief in, along with the Dragon's Horde. And the Dragon's still in the cart already. You guys all get.
That's the one in the back hyperventilating.
Alright,
Yeah,
you guys get 4,311 gold, and let me just take a picture. Let me just take a picture of this and send it.
Wait, what?
Wait,
Why?
what?
Oh, from the
Bruh.
cart?
No, from the Dragon's Horde. The Dragon left his entire horde there. He basically said, "Fuck it, I'm done."
To us?
He left it in general.
What was our end of the bargain? We had to revive his mom or something?
Yep, and he's holding you to that.
Okay, so how do we divide?
Before we do anything else, before Zoe even steps close to that dragon stealing dragon horde, she takes out one of her hand axes and slashes her hand and make sure that the blood gets on the step into the dragon horde. And we'll say in wolf speak, I'm holding myself to fucking using my part of the horde to go to gain his fucking mom back.
Alright. Daniel? It was that Sausu's kind of like holding Daniel in like his sleeping role. And it was like kind of tried to shake him awake a few times, but it's just like just holding him at this point. I think it'd be a good idea to get back, Rupert says, out of his crater.
Of course, Rupert's okay.
You want to bet? You want to fucking bet?
Fucking Rupert's okay.
Rupert took 68 damage too! What do you mean?
Yeah, but he survived. He didn't go down.
Actually, yeah, he didn't, because he had, thanks to his temporary hit points, he almost went down.
Of course he had temporary hit points.
Remember, it's due to his sword. Anyway.
I'm assuming we're all basically cleaning up this horde.
Yep.
And getting it all packed up. On the back wall, like somewhere basically out of the wind and stuff, Zoe will also take a tent pitton and try to carve out I'll be back.
Alright.
I'll
Zoya.
be back.
Dash Zoya. Then she goes back to help cleaning up.
Alright. You guys clean up the entire cave. You guys load it all up into the cart. Roll me animal handling. Actually, no, wait. Actually, no. Desi, do you have a spell slot left?
Yeah, I have plenty of spell slots left.
Okay. You need a horse to move the cart, but you do have the Find Steed spell, thankfully.
Okay.
I didn't know that was a
I
thing.
can use that.
Yeah, to summon a horse to basically guide the cart, if you guys wanted to.
So, do we all want a war horse? Right?
I'm good with it.
Alright. I use my war horse.
Alright, you summon a warhorse with the Find Steed spell, you latch it onto the cart, and you guys just start heading off. It's a quiet day ride. Like, no one says anything. No one can say anything. All of you are bruised, you're battered, you're bloodied. You didn't even fight a dragon, but you've been through some shit. At the end of it all, you guys make it back to the stronghold, and it seems like it's in a frenzy once you guys get back when they see the Kobold Chief's been injured. Everyone's demanding to know what the fuck's going on, but the chief just silences everyone, and he says, and he looks at you all and says, and he looks at your energies and he says, "It's done then." You know, he's referring to the dragon.
It's not dead.
Is it gone?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's gone. Go.
He then looks.
Not a problem.
He then looks to the He then says, "Get these dragon slayers. Get these dragon slayers some healing." And basically, you know, it is orcs coming and basically taking you guys to their injury ward. And Daniel's taken too. You guys are forced to spend the next 2 days long resting. But Daniel still doesn't wake up. And that's where we're ending today's session. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.